Hello and welcome back to the Radical Romuvans. So, I was looking around the map, trying to figure out where we should go, and I was also reading some comments. So, first thing is, the comments pretty much universally said, one thing they would like us to do is raid. And raiding's good, because if we have a look at our religion, we are just about at the point where we can reform. We only need 12% more moral authority, so that seems like a good one. Let's go and do that. The second thing that I was noticing is that over here we have Vaina, and I think that we can actually take that, because I think that that's a single province. It's a high chiefdom, single province, and no vassal. So yeah, this is his entire land. We can declare a de jure claim on it, and that'll get us it. Apparently we can declare two different de jure claims. This one's for the duchy, this one's for the single province. We don't need to declare for the duchy, because it's also the single province, if that makes sense. So we can just declare this war and take it. Did we not have a retinue at some point? Or have we not made that yet? We have not yet made a retinue, because I want to make it out of the very, very good troops, I think. Yeah, I think I wanted to make it out of this one, the Baltic Warriors. Are those better than the Veteran Warriors? Yeah, because you don't have any light troops taking up any of your retinue cap. But you get a lot more of these. But light troops are garbage. That is the other thing. Light troops. So you only get 50 for 200. So how many do you get for 900? For 900 you get, times by 4, 200. So it's basically, do you want 200 heavy troops and 400 light troops, or do you want 300 heavy troops? The bonuses on the heavy troops here are also not very high, because most of the high bonuses are for light troops. So yeah, this Baltic Warrior probably comes out slightly ahead. So I do want that. So we probably want to raid to get that stuff. How many troops do we have ourselves? We have about 2,300. This one that we want to attack has 462. No allies. It seems like a good call. We have no potential vassals. Not vassals, allies, other than the ones we already have. Just seems like a very sensible time to declare war. Let's do it. De jure war. Right, let's do it. Was there anything else we want to go do? We can go into hiding. We can do Baltic holds. We don't need to do any of that. Right. Just call everyone in, because there's no reason not to. Merge up in Zemgale, and we should be able to head over there. Perfect. People are answering my call to war. I'm sure that if I use the influence I hold over my tribe to increase his standing, Chief Karnak will come to appreciate me more. I could use a lot of prestige to try and sway him to my cause. Thing is, he already quite likes me, but he won't accept the offer of vassalization because power is low. That's really the problem. Power is low, foreign culture. His opinion of me can only go up so far. Like, I think we can only get another 2 pluses next to our name for that. So he's never going to like me enough. No, it's not a good idea. I'm actually going to stop swaying him, because I think that just seems like a bad idea in hindsight. Yeah, we can use our sway on somebody else. I also just want to check. Oh yeah, our succession's fine. That's fine. Just thought I'd check. Wasn't 100% sure. Couldn't remember. So thought, you know what? Seems like a good point. Do we have any children who are of age? Yeah, we have Tot Villas, who is our commander. I just want him to be in charge. Yes, perfect. Right. Attack in. And that should be us. I think I'm just going to assault it. There we go. Ooh, we grabbed people out there. Ooh, fantastic. We actually got quite a few. Well, we actually only got one. Anyway, whatever. I thought we got a few, but she was just in the middle of the list for whatever reason. Right, we'll enforce our demands. And we have now taken that chiefdom. That was extremely easy. We got a weak claim on all of that land. Who did we get that for? We got that for this guy. Is he the guy whose title we just took? Chiefdom of Vainma. Yeah, was previously held by this one. No, it's a different person we have a weak claim. Here's the weak claim. We would be a truce breaker if we did it now. Yeah, and we can't do it before. Yeah. So basically we can't use these weak claims because we'd be a truce breaker. And when he, by the time our truce is up, he would be 16, and therefore we wouldn't have a weak claim thing because we can only do weak claims when he's a child. So that's not going to work. Okay. That's fine. Worth having a look around. This new title that we've just got. How old is our oldest son? Second oldest son. He's 9. So we're not going to give him the title. Let's have a look here. We should have some commanders who could potentially have it. Yeah, how about Songela? Yeah, we'll grant him the new title that we just got up here of Vainma. Perfect. Right, disband. Oh, we'll wait a second and disband. Basically, till it understands that we don't actually have any enemies nearby, and that's us good. Right. Raiding is the next step. I'm just going to wait for us to have positive money before we go out and raid. Do we have any missions? No active missions. That's fine. Want to make sure of that. My marshal tells me that one of my commanders, Lubartas, has improved significantly. Oh, fantastic. He's only slightly rubbish now. Okay, we are getting some wealth. That's good. I can see that Jevna could use some guidance in one of my experienced areas. I don't think so. No. I think we're okay. Jevna can learn on her own. Right. Continue just building up. I've invited people to in my court to take part in a war game, in which we practice defending our lands from invading enemies. We'll use wooden models to represent invading armies, and I shall have to use clever tactics to defeat my opponent. This will be fun. Elder Manvidas told me that he's concerned about my son, claiming that the child lacks the grit and bravery of a true member of the Band of Medina. Manvidas thinks that forcing my son to confront his fears is the best way to help him overcome them. So what's up with our son right now? Oh, what's this one? Groomed. Oh, yes, I think I saw that before. So he's not craven or anything, he's just kind of rubbish. Well, I can say I trust your judgment, try and make him brave. You know what? I trust your judgment. We'll try and make him brave. He didn't die and became brave. Well, that's good then. Yeah. As we assign tasks for the war game, we decide that Belodis will defend with me, and Arunas will be leading the invading forces. At the beginning of the war game, your enemy decides to do a strong frontal assault towards your center flank. Well, obviously, we match that. The enemy forces of Arunas are keeping up the pressure on the center, while a group of enemy cavalry show up behind your lines. Belodis suggests that we should make sure the center flank is reinforced. Yeah, obviously, we're going to focus our efforts on the center. We're going all in. We'll fight him head on. No sneakiness. We're unable to stand up to the cavalry. Our opponent had free reign to charge our center. With our forces split up, we were quickly defeated. I didn't say it was a good strategy. I just said that was the one we were going with. That's an inheritance warning. That probably means like second in line is... Or it probably means this guy's in line to something else, or second in line already has a title or something. That's fine. Whatever. My liege, I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged from joining factions. We don't have any factions. We'll do nothing. Right, we have enough money. I think it's time to go out and make some more. Now, Rasa the Heavenly. Somebody we just... Wait, is she the one we just captured? She is. Okay. So we could either keep her in prison. We can't actually convert her to our religion because she already follows it. So we could keep her in prison and make her a concubine in 3 years' time. Or we could... I don't know. There's not really a lot else that we want to do there. Or we could ransom her, but nobody has any money, so that's fine. Boneslaw. I'm keeping him in our prison. Why? Because he is the son of this guy. Yeah, still not entirely sure why I decided to keep him in prison, but that's okay. Right. Let's go raiding. That sounds good. Grab our personal levies. It'd be nice if we had some retinue or some vassal levies to go raid with, because our personal levies cost too much, but that's okay. Hopefully once we start raiding, that won't be a problem. We inherited the Volkovsky tribe, which is over here. We'll give that away too. I guess we'll get a new commander as well. We don't... Oh, yeah, we have a commander, and... I guess he's unlanded. We'll grant him that title, right? We could get a proper commander, but that's okay. Right. Merge up our full army, so we're well prepared for raiding. And then we'll go and have a look around. So these have already been raided. So yeah, we'll just kind of work our way along. We're not going to attack Pomerania, because I believe we still have a truce with them, right? Not truce, alliance. Yeah, we have an alliance with them. It seems like a bad idea to attack our allies, all things considered. Toggle Looter. Make sure we have our son with us. Let's go. Young Milos has finished his education in the ways of war. It was evident that he's excelled in his studies. Oh, fantastic. This pleases me. Yes, because it means that we have a slightly better commander. Rather than the 4, we can now have a 10. Just slightly better. Right. Oh, we're already in somewhere we can loot. That's fun. Yeah, so this is really what we're focused on, is the defender bar right now. My Chancellor Chief Arunus kindly suggests that it would be of benefit to the realm if I studied languages spoken at foreign courts. He also offers himself to aid me in my studies. No, I don't care if they can't speak Lithuanian, they are not important, obviously. Yeah, I don't care about other people. Right, here we're going to give up nothing for our daughter, once again. Doesn't seem like something we need to do. My diviner has increased religious fervor. Fantastic. We'll bring them along to... Oh, they can't loot? Well, they can sit there until they disband in a year's time then. Because we're not actually doing any holy wars right now. We're just looting. We could also try and loot temples, but there aren't a lot of temples around. But if we find one, we'll loot it. Oh! Tot Tivlas just died in battle against... Zbigniew. Yeah, okay. Well, I really don't like this guy, I gotta say. But that's alright. I mean, I can't absolutely hate him. High Chief Paul is my rival, though. And I should definitely duel him if I can. But yeah, we'll wait just a second. During the Battle of Liv, where the enemy cornered my commander, Chief Tot Tivlas of Juriska, who was cut down with ease. The symbols of high rank on his uniform apparently went unnoticed until a soldier stumbled over his corpse. I will avenge you, dear son. We are now going to become bitter rivals with Zbigniew. It's been ages since I felt so invigorated by battle. Every day our unit is moving as if connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaimed eagerly one night. Or a higher power of some kind. Is this all you, my lord? One of my soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. You say, alright, modesty will get me nowhere, or it's a team effort, soldier. You know what? It's a team effort. I think we are a bit humble, a bit kind. We're all about the battle, but it's a joint battle. Right, it's a team effort. We're also going to 100% kill the... Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is the person who just killed our son. We're going to sacrifice him to the gods. That has to be the right answer, right? Killed our son, we then sacrifice him. A new successor is obviously going to be Arunas, because he's the next son in line. Right. And we've got a duel, the person who's in charge of Mazovia, in a minute, after we finish looting all the lands. That's fine. Mazovia, I challenge you to a duel. Right. We'll go to the next province. High Chief Powell of Mazovia has chosen to accept your challenge to personal combat. The duel will take place in the next few days. Let's fight. My opponent looks nervous, his armor a little ill-fitting, and I briefly contemplate asking if he would rather do this another day. A moment later, I snap out of it, letting the fresh morning air sharpen my senses instead. The tired man is soon on the ground, groaning in pain. I've definitely been waiting for this. We're gonna definitely kill him. Right. It's how we solve most of our problems. How can I rely on my generals when their understanding of warfare is so lacking compared to my own? I could teach Milos a thing or two. Let's lecture him on Lightfoot leadership, because he's not leading the center. We're leading the center. Then we'll make sure we have another leader on that side. Right. Milos gratefully accepted my lessons on the art of war. With more generals like me, who can stand against us? Exactly. Exactly. We have a new heir. Povilas. I'm not entirely sure I'm okay with that, but that's okay. Now, people did say as well in the comments, because obviously people have now seen a lot more gameplay than they did right at the start, that if we give the elders, who vote for the next person in charge, if we give them minor titles, they will like us a lot more, and we can get events that could potentially aid our current character. So I'm just wondering whether we want to make a couple of these guys have proper titles. Like that guy, obviously not. He's never going to like us. Our wife, however, let's award her an honorary title. She can be the court tutor. That seems good. Yeah, that makes sense. And my marshal, he could be a venerable elder, but he could also be, you know what? He's going to be champion. Yeah, he's a champion of the realm. That makes a lot of sense, because he's also head of our society. So, is he? Yes, he is. So that makes a lot of sense. That works. So just to see how that goes. I'm not expecting it to immediately change their opinion. I mean, it didn't even... It just made her like me a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway. That's fine. Unpause. More looting to be done. We'll head to the next province. Continue our looting. It's come to our attention that your daughter Jevna remains outside our fold. May we humbly urge you to talk to her about becoming a member of the Band of Medina, like her father. Well, we'll accept, definitely. We can recruit her now, actually. Can we recruit them at any age? No. Oh, they have to be at least 12. Oh, okay. Well, we'll definitely recruit her. Yeah. That's fine. My young daughter smiles broadly at my encouragement. I thought you would never ask. I'll contact Chief Cyrillus right away, father. Oh, I was just waiting for you to be ready, obviously. Right, next one. We will siege this down. My very young daughter has joined me for dinner tonight, and not stop talking about our initiation duel. It was exhilarating, father. I'm now one of the Band of Medina. I knew you had it in you, Yevna. Perfect. We have recruited our child, and I think that's us. Oh, almost able to rank up. Okay. Let's siege that down. Got a little bit more. We can worship the ancestors. Well, it's a 10-year event. Definitely going to do that. Once again, I'm going to ask for them to guide my sword in battle, as we have done every other time. Seeing... Oh, there's a temple we can raid. Let's go get that one. You asked your ancestors for military power and prowess in battle. Now it is time to present your offering. What will you give them in return? Well, I think we'll definitely give them this person, right? Yeah. May the soul serve you well in the afterlife. We offered her up as a sacrifice. Anyone in our dungeon coming of age? Yeah, we got one. That's fine. Right, let's head down here. The offering struggled violently when the Volv and her disciples pushed it down on the offering stone. The ancestor will surely be pleased with such a vigorous servant. Great. Head along here. Continue our sieging. Sometimes it's easier to lie than to hurt people with the truth. We're no longer honest, but we're not necessarily deceitful, we're just not as honest anymore. My Chancellor Chief Arunus kindly suggests that it would be a benefit to the realm if I studied languages spoken at foreign courts. No, if they can't speak Lithuanian, they're not important. Oh, apparently now I'm shy. I'm not as honest as I was, and I'm a little bit shy. That's not quite on. We also need to pick our patron deity again. And once again, I'm going to choose Perkunas, which I've been told, I think somebody said that means thunder, which is pretty cool, as well as him being the god of thunder. Yeah, so we'll choose that again. Right, possible to rank up. We are going to ask for a rank up. Our table is already full, veteran. Are you saying you want to fight me for the spot? Chief Belodus rises up from his seat, idly cracking his knuckles and taking a step towards me. A duel, yes, that is what I am saying. As swinging my weapon wildly when suddenly Chief Belodus shrieks in pain, dropping my +2 axe. I am stuck, staring at the mess I've made. It seems I've managed to injure him. You know what? I will, and I don't think we're going to kill him this time. This one's a duel between fellow members of the band. I take it I win the fight. You've made him one-handed and severely injured. See how that goes. Hail, hero! You've proven yourself worthy of the Band of Medina. I admit defeat and hereby step back from the title you may now acquire. Use it well. Signed, Veteran Chief Belodus. We're now a hero. Wait, does that mean we're head of the society? No, Belodus is still head as veteran. Oh, but he is a lower rank than me. He is a veteran, but he's now a lower rank than me. When leading armies, you no longer suffer lethal injuries from battle. Oh, wow. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. That means that us leading has very little negatives. We also get 10 personal combat skill, an extra martial, and more monthly prestige. We also get Call to Glory. Enable right-clicking on your own character portrait to temporarily unlock special battle tactics for your character and receive reinforcement troops in your warrior lodge for as long as your character is leading troops. Tactics and composition of the troops will depend on the society you're part of. Once peace is established, the regiments will take their lead. Okay. We can choose a military aspect. We can choose one of 3 different military specializations. I think we could do that earlier, couldn't we? No, we couldn't. Fantastic. Well, I'm definitely going to do that if we can. Need 150. Okay. And we also... Oh, we had warrior training before. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. Culted Lori. How much? That's 500. And we have to be at war. Okay. Chief Belodus the Merciless did not take lightly on being defeated in a duel. He has sworn to avenge his defeat. Seems I've made myself an enemy today. He has become my rival. Yeah, but this is more of a friendly rivalship. The Holy Warriors have disappeared. Well, that's fine. We kind of knew that was happening. And my Marshal Belodus has suggested some interesting changes concerning how we train and equip our soldiers. He claims the ideas came from a flash of inspiration. I'm sure we have the ancestors to thank. Let's give these ideas a try. We got 100... we got 100 military tech points. I'm going to put it into heavy infantry to make them better. Definitely seems like a good way to go. And we have got the top level. Now it's time to get the temple here. My daughter has confronted me today about my decision to have her join the Band of Medina. She claims that fighting is simply not something... I don't think we need something. Claims fighting is simply not a woman's job. And demands I allow her to leave the lodge. You know what? No, you're my daughter and you will obey me. Far from obeying my decision to become a warrior, Yevna has decided to flee Memel. And, as if that wasn't enough, my daughter stole as much as she could carry from my treasury before leaving. How could she do this to me? I'm becoming stressed. And Yevna the Heavenly has run away from home. That's just not on. She also took money I didn't really have. Oh, did our Chancellor just die? That's Arunas. Yeah, okay. So it's now Yanutis, who's in charge. He doesn't hate us quite as much as his father did. He still doesn't like us, but, you know, he doesn't hate us as much. New Chancellor is probably going to be Visvaldis here. Yeah, although I could make it this chief who also quite likes me. No, I'm going to make it this chief who likes me. And he is going to just improve diplomatic relations right now. That's alright. Continue our siege. And we have now sieged that temple, which should have pushed up our moral authority just a little bit more. Perfect. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.